You guys ready to tackle a brand new problem? If you want to code along, make sure to hit the link in the description below. It's time to pop our daily dose of code. Hey guys, how's your day going? If you've got that burning desire to solve a problem today, it's about to go a whole lot better. Today's problem has been asked in Adobe, and it's a very curious one. So with that being said, let's just dive into it head first. The problem's title is Stuff Them Candies In. You are given an array candies where candies of I defines how many candies the ith kid has. You are also given an integer, extra candies, which can be distributed among the kids. For each kid, check if there is a way to distribute extra candies such that the kid has the maximum number of candies. Note that multiple kids can have the maximum number of candies. All right. Let's just have a look at the input and the output really quick. The first input is 5, meaning the subsequent array has 5 numbers. 2, 3, 5, 1, 3 are the number of candies each of the 5 kids has. 3 is the number of extra candies that's lying on this side. This is the output. Let's see how we got this output. Here we can see kid 1 has 2 candies, kid 2 has 3 candies, kid 3 has 5, kid 4 has just 1 candy, and kid 5 has 3. And on the side in a bag or something, there are 3 extra candies. These can be distributed in any way. Now let's start with kid 1. Suppose this kid gets all 3 of these candies. Now kid 1 has 5 candies. And we know, because it's stated in the question, that multiple kids can have the same number of maximum candies. Meaning once we give all 3 candies to kid 1, this kid has achieved the maximum number of candies and hence his output is 1. Now let's have a look at kid 2. If we give this kid just 2 out of the 3 candies and give this last candy to someone else, let's say kid 4, we can see kid 2 has achieved the maximum number of candies. If we give this kid all 3 candies, he has 6 candies, which is indisputably the maximum number. So that kid's output is going to be 1 as well. Now kid 3 already has 5 candies. He or she has already got the maximum number of candies. We were to give all these 3 to that kid. The total number of candies would become 8. So this kid's output is going to be 1 regardless. Now we come to the anomaly. When we look at kid 4, this kid is not like the other kids. Even if we were to give kid 4 all 3 of the candies, this kid would only be able to achieve a maximum of 4 candies. This kid would be unable to compete with kid 3 who has 5 candies, which is why this kid's output is going to be 0. Finally, kid 5. Kid 5 has 3 candies. It is very similar to kid 2. So directly we're going to set that kid's output to 1. Let's have a look at the constraints as well. Candies.length, in other words, the number of kids can range between 2 and 100. Each kid can have anywhere between 1 and 100 candies. And the number of extra candies that are lying on the side can be between 1 and 50. Now I'm going to leave the screen open, guys. Take a look and I want you to think about it for a while. Once you're done, once you feel like you've got a good grasp on the question, then we'll get back to it and I'll give you your hint. Here's your hint right here. There's no need to consider every possible distribution for every kid. So for instance, if we were looking at kid 3, there's no need to consider every single distribution. What if I were to give 2 candies to him and 1 candy to this kid? Then his output would be 0. Or what if I were to do this? Then his output would be 1. All you need to do is consider one single distribution for each kid, which will give you the final result. What is that distribution? That's for you to figure out. Take a look, think about it, have a gander. We'll be back shortly. It's time to reveal the solution. Let's have a look at kid 4. We already know that even if we were to give him every single extra candy, him or her, this kid would never be able to achieve the maximum number. So do we really need to consider every possibility? What's the point in considering the other scenarios? If I were to give the kid 2 candies or if I were to give the kid 1 candy, there's no sense in considering them because if we were to give that kid every single candy, he would still not achieve 1. He would still not achieve the maximum number of candies. So all we have to do is add every single extra candy to this kid's number of candies. And if that falls short, his result is 0. However, if that sum is greater than or equal to the maximum number of candies in the group, then we can straight away say that that kid's output is 1. Why? Let's have a look at kid 2. If we were to give this kid all 3 candies, the kid would achieve the maximum automatically. So why do we need to consider the other scenarios? All we need as per the question is one possible distribution, the best possible distribution. If that helps the kid get an output of 1, there's no need to consider every single distribution. The general algorithm is, if that kid's candies plus every single extra candy is still less than the maximum number of candies, that kid's output is going to be 0. However, if it's greater than or equal to the maximum number of candies, which in this case is 5, that kid's output is going to be 1. Now let's take a look at the coding bit of it. This time I'm going to code it out for you all. Initially, we're going to need a result array, which is empty. Now we have to locate the maximum element, which is what this for loop does right here. The for loop iterates through every single element in candies, and it picks up elements that are greater than maximum and stores them in maximum until maximum holds the greatest value. Next, we've got to add every single extra candy to candies of I and figure out if that value is greater than or equal to maximum. If it is, the result is 1. If it's not, the result is 0. So if this condition is true, the result is 1. If it is not, the result is 0. Finally, we return our result. Let's compile and test this. It works. Now the submission test has yielded good results. Every single test case has been passed, and that's how you solve the problem. Stuff them candies in. So if you like my explanation, make sure to hit the golden trinity. Like, subscribe, and bell icon. Leave your comments down below. If there's anything you thought I could have done better, if there's a solution you think is more optimal, or if you like the video a lot and just want to leave your praises down below, that helps as well. It's been Vivek, guys. It's been a pleasure solving this for you, and I'll see you next time.